So obviously, we've been hearing rumors that Crawford may sign with PBC. Now, I'm actually looking forward to this because obviously the bid has come for the actual Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter fight, which is going to happen soon. If that fight is going to happen soon, then obviously the PBC are going to bid for that particular position. If they're going to bid for that particular position, they might want to get Crawford into an actual deal with PBC. So if Crawford was in an actual deal with PBC, then what fights can we look forward to? If you look into it, Crawford really doesn't have any options in Top Rank at this moment in time. He's getting these fights with fighters that are not signed with the PBC. The likes of, like, for example, Amir Khan. Amir Khan was a free agent at that point, and Bob Arum offered him a lot of money, and then he came over to fight Terrence Crawford, and obviously that fight ended up terribly. Obviously, Kell Brook, he tried to get away from Matchroom to do a deal with Bob Arum to get a fight with Crawford, and that worked out as well. So all of these fighters are fighters that are not with PBC at this moment in time. If you're a welterweight, the best promotion to actually be with is with PBC, because they've got all the top welterweights. So if you want the big fights, you can get the big fights. So obviously, if you're looking at Crawford's position, he's looking at this and he's just thinking, now will be the right time for him to sign with PBC, because he obviously wants the big fights against the likes of Errol Spence and the likes of Crawford and such. So in my opinion, I think he beats everyone on the PBC stable, and the only fight that could be difficult for him is a fight against the likes of Pacquiao and a fight against the likes of Spence, obviously. And obviously, I think obviously you got to make him a slight favour over Pacquiao just because he's got the age advantage. But in terms of being a favour over Spence, I think that's a truly 50-50 fight, just because both of them are undefeated, both of them are young, both of them have got a lot going for them, both of them can be great fighters. So in my opinion, that is the next fight that should happen. So that should be what happens basically in terms of this sport. I think Crawford should definitely sign with Spence, and we could definitely with PBC, sorry, then we could definitely see these fights coming to fruition. In terms of if I think it's going to happen, it depends if they're willing to outbid the likes of Matchroom, they're willing to outbid the likes of Top Rank to get these big fights. And if they're not willing to do that, then obviously, like, Matchroom and DAZN is going to come in hard to get that fight with the likes of them, and with to get the bidding rights for the Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford fight. And I think it could happen. If it was to happen, then okay, we can finally see if the particular fight could actually happen. If it happens, then it'll be great. If it doesn't happen, then that's fine. But I think I want PBC to win the actual bid, because if they can get Crawford over to their stable, that would be great. That would be absolutely awesome, because I want to see Crawford fight the likes of Spence. I want to see Crawford fight the likes of Porter. I want to see Crawford fight the likes of Danny Garcia, and the likes of, obviously he's going to fight Porter soon, hopefully, if that fight does happen. But yeah, it'll be fun to see him in them positions fighting them top fighters. But it's up to him to put himself in that position to get that fight. Whether he signs with PBC will remain to be seen, but I think it's the best position for him, because obviously, like, it's no secret that Terrence Crawford has been having issues with his promoter Bob Arum. So it'll be fun to see if that particular fight happens. But obviously this bid is going to happen in the next 30 days, so they've got 30 days to negotiate, and if it happens, then it'll be great. If it doesn't happen, then it is what it is, and we won't see one of the most widely anticipated fights in boxing history, which is obviously Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, which is a huge fight in my opinion. So yeah, tell me your thoughts below. What do you think is going to happen? Who would you favour Terrence Crawford beating within the PBC stable? Do you think he beats Danny Garcia? Do you think he beats Sean Porter? Do you think he beats Keith Thurman? That's another matchup I forgot to mention. A fight between him and Keith Thurman will be interesting. So yeah, I think it'll be great if PBC beats them and gets that bid, because if they get that bid, then there's a very strong chance that they could get Crawford onto the PBC stable, and I would love to see him mix and match with the likes of Pacquiao, Thurman, Spence, Porter, all these great fighters, Danny Garcia, of course, and it'll be great to see that happen for the legacy of Crawford's career. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. What do you think is going to happen next? Who do you think is going to win the bid? And like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace out.